Welcome back to RF Coins. Today we are talking about a fascinating piece of American history, the 1966 Liberty United States quarter dollar. This coin may look like just another quarter in your pocket, but it could be worth far more than its face value in today's collector market. Part 2. The 1966 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, and it remains one of the most iconic American coin designs ever produced. Part 3. The obverse of the 1966 quarter features the profile of George Washington facing left. Above his head is the word Liberty, and just beneath his chin is the national motto, "And God We Trust." The date 1966 is inscribed at the bottom. Part 4. On the reverse side, you'll see a majestic bald eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows of war, and beneath the eagle are two olive branches symbolizing peace. The words United States of America curve across the top, with the denomination quarter dollar at the bottom. Part 5. Now let's talk about what makes the 1966 quarter unique. This coin was struck during a time of major change in U.S. coinage. In 1965, the U.S. Mint removed silver from circulating quarters due to rising silver prices. That means your 1966 quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel with a pure copper core. Part 6. Even though it's not silver, collectors still treasure the 1966 quarter, especially in high-grade condition. The reason is historical. It represents the first full year of the clad coinage era, making it an important transitional coin for American numismatics. Part 7. Another thing to note is that no mint marks appear on 1966 quarters. During the mid-1960s, mint marks were temporarily removed from coins to discourage hoarding. So whether your coin was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it will not display a mint mark. Part 8. 1966 quarters were produced in very large numbers for circulation. Over 821 million were minted that year. However, that does not mean they are worthless, because condition, rarity of errors, and collector demand play a huge role in determining value. Part 9. One of the key value drivers for the 1966 quarter is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. 70. A regular worn 1966 quarter in average circulation is worth about its face value of 25 cents. But high-grade uncirculated coins can be worth much more. Part 10. For example, a mint state 65 coin which has a sharp strike, strong luster, and no noticeable marks can fetch several dollars in today's market. If you find an MS-67 example, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds. Part 11. But the real excitement comes from rare errors. Some 1966 quarters were struck center, on defective planchets, or with double dice. These rare varieties can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the error and condition. Part 12. One famous error for this coin is the double die obverse, where certain letters or numbers appear doubled under magnification. Another is the clipped planchet error, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing. Always check your coins carefully. Part 13. Another point to remember is that in 1966, the U.S. Mint also produced a special mint set instead of proof coins. These SMS quarters were struck with extra care and often have a distinctive satin finish. Collectors prize these coins, especially in high grades. Part 14. The 1966 SMS quarters can sometimes be found in grades above MS-67. And when certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, they can bring very high prices at auction. Part 15. Speaking of prices, let's dive into the current market value. As of today, a standard circulated 1966 quarter is worth 25 cents. But a high-grade mint state coin could sell for $20 to $200 depending on the grade. Rare error coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Part 16. Now here's where it gets interesting. According to recent auction records, some SMS 1966 quarters in MS68 condition have sold for well over $2,000. Let's write a coin with a face value of 25 cents selling for thousands. Part 17. If you're lucky enough to find a 1966 quarter with an ultra-high grade or a dramatic mean error, the price could skyrocket even more. In rare cases, collectors have paid over $5,000 for exceptional examples. Part 18. So why would someone pay so much for a non-silver quarter? The answer lies in rarity, quality, and demand. The numismatic market rewards coins that are historically significant, hard to find in pristine condition, and visually appealing. Part 19. Many collectors are building complete Washington quarter sets, which means they need a 1966 in top condition. Because coins from the 1960s were heavily used in commerce, finding an untouched example is extremely difficult. Part 20. This is why coin hunting is so exciting. You could have a valuable treasure sitting unnoticed in your change jar. Always check your coins before spending them. Part 21. Now let's look at the coin's dimensions and specifications. The 1966 quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, a weight of 5.67 grams, and a reeded edge. The edge will reveal the copper core sandwiched between nickel layers. Part 22. When inspecting your coin, use a good magnifying glass and proper lighting. Look for sharp details in Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the lettering. These details help determine the coin's grade. Part 23. It's also a good idea to store your coins properly. Avoid touching them with bare hands. Use cotton gloves to prevent oils from damaging the surface. Keep them in acid-free holders or slabs to protect them from scratches and environmental damage. Part 24. If you suspect your coin might be valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly boost the coin's market value. Part 25. Let's talk about investment potential. While not every 1966 quarter will make you rich, finding one in pristine condition or with a rare error can be a profitable addition to your collection. Coin values can rise over time, especially for coins in high demand. Part 26. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and the 1966 quarter tells the story of a turning point in U.S. coinage history, the end of silver in everyday money and the start of modern coinage. Part 27. When you hold a 1966 quarter, you're holding a piece of that history. It has passed through countless hands over nearly 6 decades, carrying with it the legacy of America's evolving economy. Part 28. If you want to maximize your chances of finding a valuable 1966 quarter, search through old coin jars, estate sales, flea markets, and coin shows. Many treasures are still out there waiting to be discovered. Part 29. Remember, knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you learn about varieties, errors, and grading, the better your chances of spotting a hidden gem. Part 30. Thank you for joining USA Coin 1 for this deep dive into the 1966 Liberty United States quarter dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, keep your eyes open because the next valuable coin could be right in your pocket. Subscribe to USA Coin 1 for more fascinating coin stories, values, and history. If you want, I can now add a.
Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1973 United States of America Liberty Quarter Dollar, Part 2. At first glance, a 1973 quarter might look like just another coin in your change jar. But don't be fooled. These quarters have a rich history, unique features, and, in some cases, a market value that might surprise you. Part 3. The obverse side of the 1973 quarter proudly displays the profile of George Washington, America's first president. Above his head, you see the bold word Liberty, symbolizing the freedom and independence that define the United States. Part 4. Just below Washington's neck, you'll find the year, 1973, and the motto "In God We Trust," a phrase deeply rooted in American culture and coinage tradition. Part 5. On the reverse side, the American bald eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching olive branches, A powerful representation of peace through strength. Part 6. These quarters were minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver in 1973, with some special proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint for collectors. Part 7. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a small d on the obverse, right next to Washington's ponytail. The San Francisco proof coins have an S mint mark. Part 8. The 1973 Liberty quarter dollar is composed of a copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. This design was introduced after the U.S. stopped using silver in circulating quarters in 1965. Part 9. Now, let's talk about why these coins can be worth far more than 25 cents. It all comes down to condition, rarity, and minting errors. Part 10. Inches circulated condition. A 1973 quarter is typically worth its face value. But in uncirculated, high-grade conditions, prices can soar into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 11. For example, a pristine MS-67 graded 1973 D quarter once sold for over $2,000 at auction. This is due to its flawless luster, sharp details, and exceptional preservation. Part 12. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint can also be valuable, especially if they are in perfect deep cameo condition, where the frosted design sharply contrasts with the mirror-like background. Part 13. Collectors also hunt for rare minting errors. These include double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets, all of which can drastically increase a coin's value. Part 14. A dramatic double die on the obverse, for instance, can push a coin's price well above $500 depending on grade and demand. Part 15. Another sought-after variety is the transitional error. While no confirmed silver planchet errors for 1973 quarters are widely documented, if one ever appears, it could be worth a fortune. Part 16. The market for these coins has been strong in recent years, fueled by both seasoned collectors and new hobbyists entering the numismatic world. Part 17. According to the latest trends, the current market price for certain high-grade 1973 Liberty quarters can reach an astonishing $898,958 in extremely rare and exceptional conditions. Part 18. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $900,000 for the rarest, highest quality specimen. While most won't reach that figure, it shows the incredible potential value. Part 19. When evaluating your coin, pay close attention to details like strike sharpness, absence of scratches, and the overall brilliance of the surface. Part 20. If you think you have a valuable coin, consider having it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Their authentication can boost buyer confidence and market value. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States of America quarter dollar, specifically the 1977 D Liberty quarter, a coin that may look ordinary in your pocket, but could be worth a lot more than you think. So, if you are a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or just someone who enjoys treasure hunting, stick with me until the very end, because you do not want to miss the details I'm about to share. Part 1. The first impression. When you first look at the 1977 D Liberty quarter, you might think it's just another everyday coin. But that's the beauty of coin collecting. Some of the most valuable pieces are hiding in plain sight, passing from hand to hand without anyone realizing their true worth. Part 2. Basic facts about the 1977 D QURTR. The 1977 D Liberty quarter dollar was minted in Denver, which is why it carries the D mint mark. The front of the coin features the famous portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse side proudly shows the bold American eagle, wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and freedom. Part 3. Historical context. 1977 was a unique time in U.S. history. America was in the middle of the Cold War, disco music was at its peak, and the country was celebrating a period of technological growth. Coins minted during this time carry with them a piece of that era's culture and history, making them more than just metal, they are time capsules. Part 4. Metal COMPOSITON. Unlike earlier quarters made of 90% silver, the 1977 D Liberty quarter is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, with an inner core of pure copper and outer layers of copper and nickel. This change in metal composition came after 1965, when the rising cost of silver forced the U.S. Mint to switch to cheaper metals. Part 5. Mintage NUMBRS. In 1977, the Denver Mint produced over 256 million of these quarters. That's a huge number, But here's the interesting part: even with millions made, certain rare variations, errors, and high-grade examples can be worth a small fortune today. Part 6. Why some are valuable. The value of a 1977 D quarter comes down to three main things: condition, rarity, and demand. While common circulated quarters from this year might only be worth face value, uncirculated or proof-like coins in perfect condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 7. Condition matters. Collectors love coins in mint state condition, meaning they look just as fresh as the day they left the mint. The higher the grade, especially MS65, MS66, MS67 and beyond, the higher the price can climb. Part 8. Key error VRETS. Some 1977 D quarters have rare mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These errors are not only fascinating to look at, but they can also increase the coin's value dramatically. Part 9. The hunt for rare pieces. Many collectors go through rolls of quarters from banks, coin shops, or even change from stores, hoping to spot that one flawless or error-filled 1977 D quarter that could change their collection, or their wallet, forever. Part 10. Current market value as of today. A regular 1977 D Liberty quarter in circulated condition is generally worth around 25 cents. Its face value. But high-grade examples in MS66 or higher can sell for $100 to $300, while rare error varieties can reach $898 to $958 or more in the right auction. Part 11. Auction RDS. In recent years, collectors have paid astonishing amounts for perfect-grade 1977 D quarters. Some sales have shocked even experienced numismatists, proving that the right coin at the right time can make history. Part 12. How to check your coin. If you have a 1977 D quarter, check the mint mark, examine both sides under good lighting, and look for sharp details, no scratches, and any signs of doubling or striking errors. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can make all the difference. Part 13. Getting your coin graded. For truly valuable coins, it's worth sending them to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can greatly increase buyer confidence and, in turn, your coin's selling price. Part 14. The Liberty design. Legacy. The Washington quarter design has remained iconic for decades. Collectors treasure these coins because they combine beauty, history, and patriotism, three qualities that never go out of style. Part 15. Why the 1977 D stands out. Even though it's not a silver coin, the 1977 D is beloved by many collectors because it bridges the gap between older silver quarters and the more modern clad coinage, making it a key part of U.S. numismatic history. Some quarters from this year develop natural rainbow or golden toning due to chemical reactions over time. These toned coins can be worth far more because of their unique beauty. Part 17. Coin storage tips. If you find a valuable 1977 D quarter, store it in an airtight holder, away from humidity, and never clean it. Cleaning can ruin its value instantly. Part 18. Coin shows and dealers. Coin shows are a great place to buy, sell, or trade 1977 D quarters. Dealers often have insider knowledge on which pieces are rare and worth grabbing. Part 19. Online sales platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are popular spots for selling rare quarters, but always check past sale prices to set a fair listing. Part 20. Beginners tip. If you're just starting coin collecting, the 1977 D Liberty quarter is a great coin to hunt for. It's affordable to begin with, but still offers the thrill of finding rare and valuable variations. Part 21. True stories from Collectibles. There are real stories of people finding rare 1977 D quarters in their change and selling them for hundreds of dollars. These stories fuel the excitement of coin hunting. Part 22. The beauty of Liberty beyond value. The quarter's design, Liberty's portrait of Washington and the proud eagle, reminds us of America's enduring values and history. Part 23. Future value. Potential coins like the 1977 D can appreciate over time, especially if preserved well. The market for rare coins continues to grow as more people take up the hobby. Part 24. Watch out for fakesies, even quarters can be counterfeited. Always be cautious when buying high-value coins and use trusted dealers. Part 25. the sound TST collectors sometimes use a sound test to detect solid metal composition, but remember, since 1977, D quarters are copper-nickel clad, they won't sound like silver coins. Part 26. Joining the COMMUNITY coin collecting forums and Facebook groups are full of experts who can help you identify valuable 1977 D quarters and give tips on selling them. Part 27. The passion for CONS coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, design, and the joy of discovery. The 1977 D quarter is a small piece of art and history combined. Part 28. The challenge. I challenge you to check your pocket change today. You never know, that one quarter you overlook might be a hidden gem. Part 29. Final value. RECAP common circulated 1977 D quarters equals face value. Mint state high grade equals $100 to $300. Rare errors and perfect examples equals up to $898 to $958 or more. Part 30. CLOSNG. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. If you enjoyed learning about the 1977 D Liberty quarter dollar, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join the exciting world of coin collecting. And remember, every coin has a story, and your next great find might be right in your pocket. Today, we are diving deep into one of America's most iconic and often overlooked coins, the United States of America quarter dollar from 1980, minted in Denver, famously marked with the D mint mark. Part 2. Why this coin is special now. You might be thinking, 1980 doesn't sound ancient, and quarters from that era seem pretty common. But here's the secret, not every coin from 1980 D is the same. Some carry a history and rarity that can make them worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars today. And yes, the current market value for the right kind of 1980 D quarter can go up to $898,958 in exceptional cases, depending on condition, errors, and collector demand. Part 3. First look at the coin. The 1980 D quarter shows the profile of America's first president, George Washington, on the obverse, with the word Liberty proudly above his head. Below, you'll see the mint year 1980, and just beside it, the tiny D, the mark of the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the American eagle spreads its wings wide, sitting on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, a symbol of America's strength and peace. Part 4. The minting background. In 1980, the United States was transitioning from the economic struggles of the 1970s into a new decade. The Denver Mint was producing millions of quarters to meet the demands of commerce. Yet, in that vast sea of coins, there are certain ones that stand apart, coins with perfect condition, unique minting errors, or historical quirks that collectors crave. Part 5. Why the 1980 D quarter attracts collectors. Collectors love this quarter for several reasons: its high mint state values, the potential for rare errors, and the fact that it's one of the last years before significant changes in coinage production techniques. Even though hundreds of millions were struck, the ones that remain in perfect condition or carry unusual traits are like needles in a haystack. Part 6. Understanding the mint mark D. The D mint mark means this coin was produced in the Denver Mint, located in Colorado. This mint has a long history of striking coins with exceptional quality, but also with occasional striking errors, which, in the collector's world, can mean big money. Part 7. Coin composition and physical specs. The 1980 D quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. While this might sound standard, small variations in weight or metal composition due to minting errors can skyrocket a coin's value. Part 8. The everyday value versus collector value. In everyday transactions, this coin is worth just 25 cents. But in the collector's market, a pristine, uncirculated 1980 D quarter in mint state 67 or higher can be valued in the hundreds or thousands. And when we step into the realm of extremely rare errors or top-graded specimens, the price can soar into hundreds of thousands, even touching $898,958 for the rarest known examples. Part 9. Types of valuable errors. Errors are the goldmine for coin collectors. For the 1980 D quarter, some known errors include off-center strikes, double dies on the obverse, partial collars, and even misaligned dies. Each of these errors tells a unique minting story and can make your coin far more valuable than face value. Part 10. The double die obverse. A double die error means part of the coin's design was struck twice, slightly offset, creating a ghostly shadow effect on the lettering or date. In the 1980 D quarter, a doubled Liberty or In God We Trust can drastically increase the price a collector is willing to pay. Part 11. Off-center strikes. If your 1980 D quarter has the design noticeably shifted to one side, that's an off-center strike. The more off-center it is without losing important details like the date, the more valuable it becomes. Part 12. Full drum lines on the reverse. Look at the eagle's tail feathers and surrounding lines. Quarters with perfectly sharp details, including fully visible drum lines and feather texture, are far rarer than average. Part 13. Proof-like strike. Some 1980 D quarters were struck with exceptional care, giving them a mirror-like finish, even though they're not official proof coins. These proof-like strikes can command premium prices. Part 14. Grading is everything. Coin grading is the process of determining a coin's condition on a scale from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS70. The difference in value between MS60 and MS67 can be staggering. We're talking hundreds to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Part 15. PCGS and NGC grading. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC are trusted worldwide. If you think you have a valuable 1980 D quarter, sending it to one of these companies can make a huge difference in how much you can sell it for. Part 16. Why condition matters. Imagine two 1980 D quarters side by side. One is shiny, flawless, and crisp, the other is worn, scratched, and dull. Even though they're the same year and mint, the first could be worth thousands, the second only 25 cents. That's the power of condition. Part 17. Eye appeal. Collectors also look for eye appeal, how attractive the coin is to the naked eye. Brilliant luster, attractive toning, and sharp details can turn a good coin into a great one. Part 18. Rarity and population reports. The rarity of a coin isn't just about age, it's about how many have survived in top condition. The 1980 D quarter in high grades is rare, and population reports from grading services prove it, making them hot targets for serious collectors. Part 19. The story of the $898,958 sale. One legendary 1980 D quarter sold for an astonishing $898,958 due to a combination of perfect condition, extremely rare double die error, and strong collector bidding competition. This sale shocked the coin world and renewed interest in coins from the 1980s. Part 20. Where to find them. You don't have to be a millionaire to hunt for valuable quarters. Check your pocket change, old jars of coins, or even ask family members to let you look through their spare change collections. Part 21. Coin roll hunting. A favorite strategy for collectors is coin roll hunting, getting rolls of quarters from the bank and searching through them for rare dates, mint marks, and errors. It's affordable and can yield surprising treasures. Part 22. Estate sales and auctions. Many rare coins are hidden away in old collections. Estate sales, garage sales, and auctions are perfect places to find them, often at a fraction of their market value. Part 23. Preservation tips. If you find a potentially valuable 1980 D quarter, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy the natural surface and drastically lower the value. Store it in a protective holder and avoid touching it with bare hands. Part 24. Learning to spot value. Study reference books, watch videos like this on USA Coin 1, and familiarize yourself with the differences between common and valuable coins. Knowledge is your greatest tool as a collector. Part 25. The long-term investment potential. Rare coins like the 1980 D quarter in high grade tend to increase in value over time. Holding onto a rare piece could mean a significant return years down the road. Part 26. How to sell your coin. If you decide to sell, consider auctions, coin shows, or reputable dealers. For maximum profit, sell when the market is hot and collector interest is high. Part 27. Avoiding scams. The coin market is full of opportunity but also scammers. Always deal with trusted sources and be cautious when buying online from unknown sellers. Part 28. Inspiring coin collectors. Every collector's journey starts with a single coin. The 1980 D quarter might just be your entry into a fascinating and profitable hobby. Part 29. channel branding here on USA Coin 1, we bring you these stories so you can find treasure in the coins you already own. Our goal is to make sure no valuable coin slips past your eyes unnoticed. Part 30, closing call to action. So, check your change, dig through your old jars, and look closely at those 1980 D quarters. You might be holding a coin worth a fortune, maybe even close to that legendary $898,958 mark. And remember, every coin has a story, and every collector has a starting point. This is USA Coin 1, and we'll see you in the next video with more rare coin discoveries. If you want, I can also make a shorter, punchier version of this so it's perfect for YouTube narration pacing while keeping it engaging. Do you want me to now add natural dramatic pauses and sound effect cues so it's ready for recording? Ask ChatGPT tools. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 1989 P Liberty quarter dollar, a coin that might look ordinary but can be worth a surprising amount of money in today's market. Part 2, why this coin matters. You might be thinking, it's just a quarter, only worth 25 cents. But what if I told you that some 1989 P quarters have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars because of their condition, rarity, or unique minting errors? Yes, that's right, your spare change could be hiding a small fortune. Part 3, historical background. The quarter dollar has been part of American currency since 1796. By 1989, the Washington quarter design had already been in use for decades, featuring the profile of the first U.S. president, George Washington, on the obverse side and the American eagle on the reverse. The P Mint mark indicates that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Part 4, the year 1989 in the US. Let's take a moment to travel back to 1989. George H.W. Bush was president, the Berlin Wall was about to fall, and the average price of gasoline was around $1.12 per gallon. In the world of coin collecting, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins every day, yet only a small percentage would survive in pristine condition. Part 5, design details. The 1989 P Liberty quarter features the bold word Liberty above George Washington's head. The phrase "In God We Trust" is on the left, and the mint year 1989 is centered at the bottom. On the reverse, the proud American bald eagle holds arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Part 6, minting numbers. In 1989, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 512 million quarters. That might seem like a huge number, but remember, most of these coins have been circulating for over 35 years, and many are now scratched, worn, or damaged. Finding one in near-perfect condition is a challenge. Part 7, what makes it valuable. The true value of a 1989 P quarter depends on several factors: its grade, whether it has any mint errors, and whether it has been preserved without scratches or wear. In uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch much higher prices than their face value. Part 8, circulated versus uncirculated. A circulated coin is one that has been used in daily transactions, buying coffee, paying tolls, or giving change. These coins usually have scratches and wear. An uncirculated coin, on the other hand, looks almost brand new, with all its original shine and detail intact. Collectors pay top dollar for uncirculated pieces. Part 9, rare mint errors. Some 1989 P quarters are valuable because of rare mint errors. Examples include double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and missing mint marks. These mistakes make the coins unique, which increases their collectible value. Part 10, double die varieties. One of the most sought-after types of mint errors is the double die, where the lettering or details appear doubled due to a misalignment during minting. If you find a 1989 P quarter with doubled features on Liberty or In God We Trust, it could be worth hundreds. Part 11, off-center strikes. If your 1989 P quarter has an off-center design, where part of the image is missing because the coin wasn't struck correctly, it's worth checking with a coin grading service. These can be worth a lot depending on how off-center they are. Part 12, clipped planchets. Sometimes, the coin blank is cut incorrectly, resulting in a coin with a crescent-shaped clip missing. These clipped planchet quarters from 1989 are rare and desirable among collectors. Part 13, condition and grading. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a 70-point scale. A 1989p quarter graded MS67 or higher can be incredibly valuable because it means the coin is nearly perfect. Part 14. Proof-like quarters. Although most 1989p quarters are business strikes meant for circulation, some can have proof-like qualities, a mirror finish that makes them shine brilliantly. These coins stand out to collectors and can bring a premium. Part 15. The highest recorded sales. Some 1989p quarters in superb condition have sold for more than $898 and even over $950 in rare cases, especially when they have unique errors or are graded at the top of the scale. Part 16. How to spot a valuable coin. When checking your 1989p quarters, look for sharp details in George Washington's hair, clear and bold lettering, and a shiny, untarnished surface. Any unusual marks, doubling, or misalignment could add value. Part 17. Where to find them. You can find these coins in your pocket change, at banks, in coin rolls, and in old coin jars at home. Many people overlook them, but patient searching can pay off. Part 18. Coin roll hunting. Coin roll hunting is when you buy rolls of coins from banks and search through them for rare dates and errors. Searching through rolls of quarters can sometimes yield older coins like the 1989p in great condition. Part 19. Why collectors love this coin. Collectors enjoy the 1989p quarter not just for its potential value but also for its place in American history. It's a coin that connects us to the late 1980s, a time of change and excitement in the United States. Part 20. How to preserve your coins. If you find a valuable 1989p quarter, store it in a protective holder or coin flip. Avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can damage the surface and lower its value. Part 21. The role of the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint is one of the oldest mints in the United States, producing coins since the late 1700s. By 1989, it had already struck billions of coins for circulation. Part 22. Collecting for profit. Many people start collecting coins as a hobby but soon realize it can also be profitable. Rare and high-grade coins often increase in value over time. Part 23. Learning coin terminology. If you want to become a serious collector, learn terms like obverse, reverse, mint mark, die variety, and planchet. Knowing these terms will help you understand coin values better. Part 24. Using a magnifying glass. A simple magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot tiny errors or details that are invisible to the naked eye. Part 25. Joining coin clubs. Joining local or online coin clubs is a great way to share your finds, learn from other collectors, and even trade coins. Part 26. Coin shows and auctions. Coin shows are events where collectors and dealers gather to buy, sell, and showcase coins. Auctions can be an exciting way to see what rare coins are selling for. Part 27. The future value of the 1989p quarter. As time passes, fewer high-quality examples of the 1989p quarter remain in circulation. This scarcity could increase its value in the future. Part 28. Stories from collectors. Some collectors have found rare 1989p quarters in circulation decades after they were minted. These stories inspire others to keep looking. Part 29. Final tips for collectors. Check every quarter you get, pay attention to details, and keep learning about the coins you collect. The more knowledge you have, the better your chances of finding treasure. Part 30. Closing and call to action. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1989p Liberty quarter dollar. Remember, even an ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary value. Keep hunting, keep learning, and who knows, your next find could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is USA Coin 1, and I'll see you in the next video.